God did not play or make any mistakes when you were made. Not any. Say it with me, bestie. Not any mistakes. And that is what you're coming to realize now. Though you are shifting day to day, you're realizing there's some things I'm going to improve. There are some things I'm going to subtract. And there are many things that you love that you're going to multiply. So you could be talking to God, your ancestors, your angels a lot right now because you're going through this epic, epic, epic transformation. So because you're going through this type of transformation on this type of scale, you are transforming daily. You are shifting daily. And though you are currently changing the minds of many people that underestimated you, the minds of many that talked dirt on your name, you know, the backstabbers, all the naysayers that thought they could count you out, are now going to have to watch you shine. And though they're trying to turn around, get your attention, they're trying to, hey, wait, I was kind of wrong, but I don't want to admit that I was wrong. Not everyone will have a seat at your table. And they know now, by the way, they know that they're not going to have a seat at your table because you gave people many chances. We're going to get into all the tea. So if you're new here, I'm your bestie on the internet. Hello. Hello. I'm your favorite YouTuber. I am your spiritual cheerleader. I am your cosmic advisor. I am your chicken noodle soup for the soul. So without further ado, you might want to take several seats for this one. I do have the bell out, so if you have earbuds in or you are operating heavy machinery or driving, you might want to turn it down just a little bit. And I'm loud as well, so there's that. Anyways, what I wrote down is my channeled message, and then we're gonna pull out some more confirmations. But what I channeled for you is you have changed the minds of many people that really wanted to count you out because it made them feel more comfortable, because it was easier for them to digest you being over there or pretending that you didn't exist. But now they see that they don't have a seat at your table. They see that you have adapted through the chaos, through the effery, through the spell work, through all of the bad times. They see what you have concocted, what you have cooked up, and what you have made of your life. And it is nothing short of a miracle. It is nothing short of anointed. It is nothing short of chosen. And they see that now. But it's a little too late. Whoever these people are, it's a little too late because you are behind the scenes adapting, shifting, adjusting, and cleaning house. You're like, you know what? I do want this in my life. I don't want that in my life. These people don't know how busy you've been behind the scenes. They have no idea what kind of seeds you've been planting, what you've been tending to, what even your priorities are. They have no idea. But when you are in the presence of your enemies, they know that you're anointed. They know that you're special, and you know which ones to count out. You know which ones that you are teaching a very valuable lesson to, because even when you are given the opportunity to talk or to speak your mind, they can barely listen. They can barely hear it all because, again, what does that show you metaphorically and physically? They cannot digest you. You've been a very busy bee. Isn't it cute? I can't. You've been a very, very busy bee. And you are being brought back to life. So as you're getting your life back on track, one day at a time, you are no longer in isolation. So this is scaring people. They're like, oh my gosh, they're outside. Oh my gosh, it's foot on neck, and they're outside, and they're anointed. God did not play when he made you. No, he did not. So God made you scary accurate for a reason, attractive for a reason, humble, beautiful, the spiritual gladiator for a reason. A lot of you don't realize this, but you have the voice of an angel. Somebody told me that back earlier in my spiritual development, I guess I should say, I would not believe that. But since having my channel, I do now believe that. But for so long, I didn't even want to hear my own voice. If you've never really recorded or listened to your voice on a phone or on a call or on audio, you're like, wait, that's what I sound like? So it was hard for me to believe, and it was hard for me to digest for a long period of time. And then I read your guys' comments and I'm like, oh my gosh, my voice does help people. And that means the world to me. So I'm saying all of that to say this. Your voice, even your voice, was made specifically for a reason. Whether you're the siren, a star messenger, God wants you to know that you have a lot of untapped potential. That potential is going to be tapped in this season. You have been made scary accurate for a reason, and you have incredible gifts. You have incredible gifts, and it is time for you to live the fairy tale that you deserve. This is giving, like, this is your princess era. This is your prince era. This is your sovereignty era. You knowing that you're chosen, knowing that you're anointed, and really stepping into the role. You don't have to just use your scary accuracy for others and clocking how to protect yourself all the time, because you're realizing that's you also scanning for threats and being in survival mode. You're coming out of survival mode and you're adapting to the new lifestyle that you deserve. And so now, as you're making all of these adjustments, you're overturning things. You're overturning chaos. You're overturning madness, drama, people that are toxic in your life. You are overturning things that were infecting your life or making you feel ill or sick. So it's like this spiritual detox that you're going through because you have just released so many things that you don't need. And I can't even express in words how many things. Anything from jobs, people, environments, to food, supplements, beverages, things in your environment, like everything, literally everything. So you were done being in isolation and you were starting to see, like, this is what I want for my life and I've got to step into that role. This is for me. If you claim this message, I want you to affirm it below. I claim this. This is for me. So you're going to be using your scary accuracy to be the mad scientist behind the scenes. Because again, people don't really know what you're up to. You are going to be concocting luck. You are going to be concocting protection. You are going to be doing a lot of things at home because you are being activated. I feel like this is what you're doing. You are building and planning behind the scenes. And then you're going out and you're surprising people and it's shocking. They're like, oh, they're not just at home knitting. They're not just at home knitting a sweater. They are being activated, and I am shook. You are going to take people's breath away because you are always rapidly improving from second to second and minute to minute, but you haven't been feeling that great. You haven't been feeling like yourself. You've had to go through a lot of unexpected shifts, upheavals, and pivots that have been very uncomfortable. The growing pains have been paining and growing and making you feel some type of way. But with this soul activation, your purpose is being revealed. There is an area of your life that has way more potential than you think. And I feel like it has a lot to do with what makes you feel good, what builds your self-esteem. Is it how you dress yourself, how you present yourself? I feel like it has a lot to do with your aesthetic. Your aesthetic is changing. Your physical appearance is changing. So you are going to be, it's almost like other people that look at you, they don't even think that, like, they think this is it. This is as best as it could get. And it looks amazing. You look amazing. They have no idea the perfectionist in you. And though you aren't staying in that like over obsessive, tunnel vision, hyper focused type of perfectionism, you know what good looks like. And it is unmatchable. It is unmatchable. So what have you been depriving yourself of that you are going to get into? Because there have been a lot of things hindering your growth. Girl, growth. There's been a lot of things hindering your growth, and you are using your accuracy to see, like, oh, that served a purpose, but it doesn't serve a purpose in my life anymore. And I love this for you guys. So there were people that you needed for a season, medications, supplements, beverages. It reminds me of the game Operation. There were things that you needed for a time, and now you are pulling all of the things that you don't need. And you're going to be inserting the things that you do need. You are becoming the surgeon in your life. What things have you wanted to fix about yourself? That is what you're stepping into. And I don't know why that's so important, but you are becoming very proud of the person that God made. And you're going to elevate that and emphasize your beauty. So I don't say that to say like you're going to pick yourself apart. There are things that you've always wanted to do that you're going to do. There is a vision of how you see yourself, and it's this emperor, it's this emperor, it's this alpha, it's this, did I say empress and emperor? I think I said that right. You are releasing a new spirit animal, and you're going to look like a full-blown A-list celebrity. Whether you really are trying to or not, you're just doing what makes you feel good, but you are being drawn towards certain things for a reason. For a reason. But maybe certain people have tried to scare you out of the things that you've wanted for yourself. So let's say you've been doing this, let's say you've been on a weight loss journey and you've lost a ton of weight and you're really proud of yourself, but maybe people are trying to talk you out of like a lat band surgery, or they're trying to talk you out of, removing loose fat. And it could be because of care and concern, but you're tying up loose ends, which means how I'm channeling it is basically if you're getting something done or you have been working really hard on something, why wouldn't it be complete? That is the gift to yourself for losing all of the weight. Do you know what I mean? And so I am never going to discourage somebody, and I will not deal with it in the comments. So if this is not even your message, you shouldn't even be in here trolling. I will remove it and I will block it. I don't shame other people for surgery, plastic surgery, things that they might need, whether it's cosmetic or not. People don't understand what other people have been through. Like, you could have been in an accident and you need veneers. You could have gone through something and broken a nose, and now you're going to get a nose job. I would never shame somebody for wanting plastic surgery or any type of surgery if they needed it or not. Because I'm speaking to someone who is scary, accurate, super intuitive. I'm not talking to some regular schmegular. I don't know. I'm so confused. I need a tarot reading to even know. That's not who I'm talking to. You come here to feel good, to listen to the confirmation, the things that your mind has already been telling you, the things that you've already been dreaming, and the things that you've already been channeling. I am your spirit guide in the 3D. And I will not put up with anybody trolling in these comments saying, you can't do that. I don't want to hear it. Goodbye. You know what I'm saying? So people already feel like you're not digestible, so they don't want you to become even more undigestible. But this is why you're so secretive. Do not tell anybody what you're doing. Don't tell anybody what you're up to. I'm telling you right now, don't tell anyone. Obviously, a loved one, if they're going to be taking care of you, or they need to know, or their emergency contact. But don't go to work and say, so I've been thinking, I lost 100 pounds, and so I'm going to get this surgery. You're just going to do it. And I feel like if you're tuning into this message, it's because you need the extra confirmation, because you can't tell anybody. And I know how frustrating that is. when you have these plans and you're so excited, but you can't tell anybody. It's so annoying. So it's like between you, God, and Chat GPT, or it's between you, God, one friend, your kitty cat, and freaking Chat GPT. You know what I'm saying? I know, bestie. I'm here because I understand. So whatever you are getting ready to do, I see that many people have told you not to do this. Many people in your past. I'm not saying that you're telling people now about it. I mean people in your past, because maybe it's something you talked about, you know, in your teenage years or your early 20s or your early 30s. Maybe it's something that you've always wanted, like, oh, I really want this car, but everyone's like, you don't need that. Or I really want to get this plastic surgery, but everyone's like, you don't need that. You know what is going to make you feel like an empress. It doesn't mean that you don't appreciate what God has given you. Okay? Because I know that you see a lot of people, they get surgery or they get something done and then they got to show everybody, or they got to like be in everybody's face with it, like, look what I got done. And street bike, motorcycle, if you're new here, motorcycles, dirt bikes, Harley Davidsons are the confirmations. They are the dings. But do you know what I mean? So maybe some people that you were dating were like, I don't want you to get this surgery because it's going to make you really hot and everybody's going to be looking at you and da 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 da. This is going to change your life. This home is going to change your life, because I see you becoming baller status. This is going to affect your self-esteem in the best possible way. So whatever seed you are planting, it's going to create a lot of growth. Maybe people are scared if you get one surgery, you're going to want 50 more. I don't even see you wanting that, because I don't see that you're the person that gets injections or is doing all of these other things. I don't even see you as high maintenance. But what is wrong with enhancing your looks or enhancing something that's going to make you feel better? Okay? We get up in the morning, we get our hair cut. We wake up in the morning, we go work out to take care of our bodies. We make sure we're clean, we make sure we're showered, we make sure that our hair is, together, or there are always things that we're doing to enhance our life. And spiritual growth is especially advancing your life and making it better. So I don't know who needed to hear that, but somebody is getting something done or has been considering it or has been looking into it. And I'm here to give you the green light that what you're wanting, trust yourself, trust your discernment. Okay, so people already really love being around your energy, but you are very selective. And I'm so excited for whatever it is that you're about to do. Because it's not just this one thing that I'm talking about, it's many things. There are many plans that you have for yourself. I'm hearing that song, Life is a Highway. I want to drive it all night long. You deserve to live this fairy tale of, I just want to get these certain things, not because it's going to make me feel more complete, but because it's going to enhance my life. And it's because something I've worked really hard towards. So let's say you've been driving a regular schmegular car for a really long time, but you've been working your butt off for the last decade, talking yourself out of a newer vehicle, and, feeling like you don't deserve these things. You are no longer in isolation. You no longer have to limit yourself. So I see this is not only good for the self-limiting beliefs that you're working through, but it's going to be good for you. I see you investing in a home, investing in a business, investing in yourself. Keep an open mind while things are unfolding for you. I freaking love this. Like, God did not play when he made you. You're going through an epic transformation. You are getting divine upgrades, and whatever was holding you back and making you feel really negative, like, every day you are surprised. Every day. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like one day you're down and you're like, oh my gosh, this one thing over here, like, something's not making me feel well, or something isn't right. you are accurately tapping into the things that are not right for you. And I'm hearing that you are going to overcome your fear by taking a gigantic risk, and your bravery will be met with a reward. Let's say you've never liked your nose, or it got broken when you were a kid, playing sports, and you're not the type of person that gets surgery, but you're gonna get this nose job because it's gonna, symmetry, you just want to be symmetric. But you don't even have to over explain it to anyone, because your soul tribe will understand, your friends, the real ones, will understand. We're not judging you here. And that one thing, that risk, is going to be met with a reward where you feel more confident as a chosen one, as a star messenger, to put your best foot forward. There have been a lot of insecurities that you've been working on. It's kind of like a Build-A-Bear. You've been building a life that you deserve. And you've been building it brick by brick, layer by layer, and piece by piece. And you are at the final little bits of what you want. And there are a lot of people that are going to miss out because they couldn't keep up with you. There are a lot of people that are going to miss out because they couldn't digest you. They're going to have to watch you from the sidelines. This is your confirmation to do that thing that you've been wanting to do. I see you doing things that terrify you, because you're going to hurt somebody's feelings. You're going to have to walk away from certain people. There's a lot of little breakups going on where you're like, oh my gosh, what are they going to think? Like, that I'm high and mighty, or that I'm self-righteous. Like, what are they going to think when I walk away? Who cares? Your risk will be met with reward at this time, because you have so much untapped potential. Every time you meet a new person that is supposed to be an ally, or someone that you're supposed to be working with, or a support system, it starts out very supportive because for somehow it's a win for them. And then here comes the real them that is going to slow you down. And it's like this chariot. You are this chariot that is moving forward, and then there's one wheel coming off. And you're like, okay, well, we'll just put a donut on that one. And then another wheel comes off, and you're like, well, I don't have another donut. So then you're just stuck. And then you're waiting for roadside assistance, or you're waiting to be towed. You have had people in your life that have been benefiting off of your coattails. And that is being recognized right now. You are recognizing today that you've been letting people ride on your coattails. And you are seeing in all areas of life where it has slowed you down. I see you walking away from a lot of people that are not going to have a seat at your table. You need people that are properly vetted, that aren't always trying to shape shift into what they think that you want. You've already seen behind the curtain, and a lot of people don't like that. This is one thing that you need to remember. You are constantly elevating. You are constantly transforming. And in this year of the fire horse, you will become the best version of yourself. Even though we are always healing, we are always on a healing journey, you are going to be feeling more confident than ever. You're just going to do the thing that people are telling you not to do, because who are they even? Who are they even? They don't have their life together. They are, showing people a fake persona, and that's not you. People resonate with your realness, with your authenticity. It's time to tap the potential that is untapped. What you are going to do this year is truly unmatchable and of epic proportion. I can't even... Whatever you've been removing from your life, there is a rhyme and there is a reason. It has served its purpose, and now it's done. You are constantly moving from boat to boat to boat. So let's say you're in the whole scene of the Six of Swords. You get in one boat, feel safe for a little bit, and then you realize there's a bunch of crazies on this boat, so you got to get on the next boat. You get on the next boat, you're cruising for a little bit. And then you see there's a whole bunch of effery on that boat, and you got to move. You're going to keep moving until you get where you're going. And people might be like, "Oh my gosh, what are they doing? Don't get off the boat." You know that there will be another one. Yes, you do. And so I see you ironing out the details of what you really want in your life, and as you keep it moving, and not letting people drag you down, not letting people slow you down, you are getting closer and closer to your promotion, closer and closer to this good news. The best of you is on the way, and you are going to be feeling good. It has been, I am speaking to somebody that hasn't felt good, really good, highly esteemed in a very long time. In a very long time. Someone that has been holding on by a thread, smiling through the tears, smiling through the pain, and through all the sabotage, and through all the naysayers. I see you becoming this childlike, innocent version that you have not been in so long, where you can do anything. This reminds me of when I was 17. Not really realizing that the whole world can take me down in an instant, not knowing all of the bad things that could happen yet, leaving for college, leaving home early, being like, I'm leaving high school behind, I'm gonna graduate early, I'm gonna start college, I'm gonna move to another state, I'm getting out of here, and thinking about how free I felt that very first day that I was officially away from home. I felt like I could wear anything. I could shop for anything. I could go get my nails done. I could wear makeup if I wanted to. I could eat ice cream for dinner. I had never felt so freaking free. That is how free you're about to feel. So whatever is holding you back, I am the confirmation that all those little signs that you have been getting, like, I do want that for myself. I do want that. Shine a light on that. Shine a light on that, because you've been wanting it, you've been desiring it for a while. Why deprive yourself of that? It's only going to encourage you to go out and do more. Not because it's not never enough, but because you deserve it. And it really gets your creative juices flowing. It gets you riled up. When you feel good about yourself, when you look good, when you feel good, you do good. If I feel like a bag of dog crap, I'm not like, I can do anything, woo! Though I can smile through the pain, though I can smile through the tears, I have to go home with myself and think, oh, I can't anymore. The real version of you have been building behind the scenes. You have been adjusting, and you are going to feel that freaking free. You are realizing something that you want that is an investment. There are some of you, my 0.1%, that have several things you're about to be investing in. These aren't small things either. These aren't things that are cheap. These are things that cost a pretty penny, but it's investing in you. I feel like you were made to feel bad about that. I know that I was, and so I don't want to project that onto anyone, but I know that I was always made to feel bad about investing in myself, because at a very young age, my mom was like, you can't have this and you can't do that. And my dad, on the other hand, made me feel like it was never important because he was never around. So no matter which parent I was with, I felt like it was bad to want, to desire, to have, or to be beautiful. And both of them in their own way were holding me back and stunting my growth. So I definitely feel like I've always been a late bloomer, but you are starting to see that there is something that you've been desiring that is worth investing in. It is worth it. And no matter how you try to sabotage yourself or talk yourself out of it even, you are seeing now, like, I should have invested in this. Those mistakes that you feel you made, there was a rhyme and there was a reason, because now you know what truly works for you. It's like God is showing you that you can make certain things sustainable. Don't let other people try to talk you out of it. Like, you are going to be meeting people that are more your match, that are more your vibe. And I see you that you're done settling. You're done settling. You're done. I see someone here that has been wearing push-up bras, okay? Not trying to be like TMI or like, but I'm telling you what I'm channeling. Someone here has been wearing push-up bras for a very long time, and they're over it. They're over it. Someone here has had like a couple of kids, and they're like, I want a mommy makeover. I know this is going to make me happy, but everyone makes me feel like it. I got to have this mom guilt, and I got to have this shame, and I'm not allowed to want this. I see that you're done settling. You deserve this. You deserve it. Like, whoever's trying to slow you down is slowing down the version of you that you deserve. So why stop now when you've gotten rid of so many people? Do you know what I mean? Why stop now? Why tell yourself no? I see that you've been making all of these adjustments or you've been making certain adjustments to make it seem like, oh no, I still got it. I still got that. I'm a mom, but I'm like not a regular mom. I'm like a cool mom. So you've got certain, waist cinchers, or you've been not eating, and I don't recommend any of that, but I'm telling you what I'm channeling, and I'm going to be honest because I want you to always know that you can come here and trust me. But I'm seeing someone is so over with Spanx and spandex and hiding it or trying to suck it in or wanting to smash the scale. I see someone tired of wearing push-up bras and tired of feeling like a boy when they want to feel more feminine or like a woman. And you've had a lot of people try to those plans up out of your life like, you don't need that. Oh my gosh, what do you need that for? Because it's going to make you more confident. You know what I love? I love when somebody gets a makeover, whether it's a house makeover, a body makeover, whatever it is, and they are in tears. And then they change even more of their life. They really glow up and they stop feeling this mom guilt and they just become really confident in themselves. I love that. So I'm not talking about the people, because I know a lot of influencers that they get plastic surgery and then they don't stop and they're just picking apart their entire body. That's not what God intended. That's not why God made you. I'm not I'm not shading them, but do you know what I mean? Don't let people make you feel like you're them. Like, oh my gosh, you get this one thing done and you're going to want this, and then you're going to want that, and then you're going to want this, and you're going to want that. And it's like, you're not even here for all of that. You're here to build the best version of yourself because you've gone through many seasons. That's another thing. You've gone through many seasons that other people would never understand. So why are you even trying to explain it to them? I see the next hermit mode that you're going into is going to be the cocoon. A savage cocoon where you come out gleaming. So you could be going away to get something done. I'm just going to mind my business. You could be going away to get something done. You could use it as a time to take some time off, to rest, to recover. But I see that you're done settling. Okay? So I'm just going to leave that there. But anything that you do right now is going to be very prosperous because why? You've been spiritually guided to this. You've been wanting it for a while. And I love that whoever you are, you appreciate what God has given you. You're like, God, I'm not mad at this house. I'm not mad at this car. I love this car. I cherish this car. I cherish this home. I cherish this body. And I love it when it's healthy. I just want to, I want to improve it. There's an improvement that you want to make. And I don't see that you're making it because you're ungrateful. So F everybody in their freaking opinion. Okay? For some of you, it's starting a business. Spirit just said that. For some of you, it's starting a home business. Oh my gosh, you can't do that. You can't leave your 9 to 5. You're a nurse. You're this. You're that. You can't do that. Who says you can't do both? Who says that you can't do a little bit less of that and do what you really want to do? Who says? Who says? If I would have listened to anybody, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. If I listened to the naysayers, I would not be sitting here in front of anybody. So the best of you is yet to come. Don't listen to anybody talking that whatever, because they're going to stop you from exploring. Do you ever realize that when you're really tuning people out, just listening to yourself, you see the signs properly? So are you going to let people tell you what to do? Because you'll stop exploring and you'll stop desiring. So some of you guys are going to be investing in a business or investing in yourself, getting ready for takeoff. Don't let people make you feel bad. I just don't like that. Like, God did not play when he made you. And I love that you honor your home. You honor your good relationships. You value these things. You value your relationship with God. So you're not trying to idolize anything. Okay? You're not trying to idolize the body or, looking a certain way. But you are working on your self-esteem. And I'm seeing that you've been doing the work and you've been doing the shadow work and figuring out the who, the what, and the why of what you're doing. And it's a very well thought out. I'm seeing that some of these things that you've been wanting to do, you've thought about it for decades. For decades. So why is Susie Q down the street going to tell you anything when you've been thinking about this for years? The best of you is about to be here. There is a great surprise on the way. Spirit is saying anything you touch right now is gold, is lucky, and expect a pleasant surprise from the universe. If you are needing a new school, a new mentor, if you are needing a new job, if you are needing more money, whatever it is that you need, it's going to come in the most unexpected ways. So keep an open mind, because you are going to be really surprised. I do see you guys teaching something, even if you're not an expert. Who cares if you're not an expert? Teach away. Okay, what else is coming in for the collective? We have growth. Okay, expect good money flow, a raise, or a new job offer. So I see that you are seeing how important it is to unlearn certain rules to growth. Like, oh, you got to do this to grow. You got to do that to grow. We're always growing. It never stops. It never stops. So you don't have to be this perfect person to get your soulmate. You don't have to be this perfect person to have the things that you want, because we are always growing. We're never done. Okay? We are never, ever done. Your self-improvement, your road to self-development is something that should be studied. Okay? Seriously. You are scary, accurate for a reason. Affirm it below. I am scary, accurate for a reason. And it's time to tap in. Because you have unlimited potential. I'm also seeing you be more in love with love. For the people that love you and the people that care about you. Or you maybe are revisiting something or reconciling with someone. We have the Star. Dreams fulfilled. Wishes coming true. You are healing in this renewal. There's a new you that's going to be shining. I'm getting a lot about your star power and what you're going to be morphing into. So many people that wanted to shape shift and act like they're the ones that you should lean on. They're the ones that you should listen to. I don't know. I see you wanting to connect with people that are more real, that are more genuine, wanting to connect with people that tell the truth, that don't try to make it like they're preaching to you. Do this, don't do that. This is what this is, this is what that is, but you don't know anything about them. You don't know anything about them, but they're supposed to know everything about you. So yeah, there is a plan that your angels, your ancestors have that is unfolding, and you will have a lot to celebrate. You are also becoming a great leader. You are becoming more assertive. Like, no, I do want this for myself. God is bringing you peace and harmony, something that you haven't felt in a long time because you've been making so many repairs, or you feel like you've been chasing your tail. You have been mending, improving, rebuilding, adjusting. You have been weathering through ups and downs and facing fears and overcoming challenges. There are things that you've been thinking long and hard about, and it's time to put those plans into action. Remember that there's a great risk. And then for some of the 0.1%, there's going to be several. These are things that you've been thinking about because of how things have been going awry. You're like, wait, why am I still doing that one thing over there? Because this expert said to? I don't need that anymore. That's another thing too. You guys ascend at a rapid rate. So when you go to mend something, you mend it quicker, I feel like, than most. So why do you have to hold on to it? You don't need to hold on to things like that. That's something that you're learning about yourself. So you're able to fix some things faster, and the things that you're not, you're like, okay, let me just take my time. You have been working really hard to not feel upset or irritable or aggravated, and paying attention to the things that make you feel aggressive, irritable, agitated, emotional. You will be tapping into intense desire, chemistry, passion. Oh, okay. God is saying you will become the total package. Because you already like yourself, bestie. You already like yourself, but there has been a couple of things where you're like, dang, my health isn't doing great because I'm in this environment, or I'm stressing out because I'm dealing with this, or I'm not adjusting because I'm dealing with that. And you are moving certain things around so the puzzle is complete. You are moving certain things around so you can see, like, I am the total package. Hello. So there could be 2 to 3 things that you are moving around. It could be the job, a relationship. It could be going with somebody else in business. There are 2 to 3 things that you're moving around that are going to make a big difference in your life. You guys could also be meeting somebody. You're not expecting that. It will be love at first sight. You will have instant chemistry with this person. And if this person is your soulmate, you will make great memories with them. You will feel like you've always known them. You will be inspired by them. They will differ from your usual type. They will be a great teacher to you. Even if they don't mean to be, they will be a great source of learning. Not only about other things or relationships, but about yourself. So wherever in life you felt it was cold and you felt detached and just like over it, literally not even 48 hours ago, you could have felt like you were thinking some very dark thoughts. Like, what is the point? What is the point of any of this? Because you were burned out, because you were tired, because you needed more sleep. And I'm getting that the more the seasons pass by and the years pass by, the more rest that you need. The more that you're ascending to this level, to this degree, the more rest you need. And so someone here, not even 48 hours ago, was like, I don't want to live like this. I've got to get this together. There has to be something else. You were praying for anything else, but you were being vulnerable in your prayer. You were being vulnerable in your manifestations. You were being vulnerable, and that maybe made you feel weak or sad. But your confidence in your inner light and knowing your worth, it's being switched on, and that's why you tapped on this message. Like, no more second guessing. You're the seer. No more second guessing, because you know what you want to do next. Then for others of you, it's like all you had to do is subtract a couple of things and you see an instant difference. You see an instant difference. Things that you didn't even think about, like, oh, I've just always been doing that, so I just do that. let's say for instance, your doctor had you taking something and you're like, wait, I don't even need this anymore. It could have been an antidepressant, it could have been a supplement or a vitamin, and then you just realized you weren't feeling great or weren't feeling good, and you're like, wait, I don't even need this anymore. It's because intuitively you know that it has served its purpose. Intuitively, you know your body is trying to tell you something. Like, hey, this worked, we're good now, we don't need it anymore. And you're going to see a huge difference because you're moving through these growing pains and you're ready to ascend again. If you meet someone, bestie, you are going to feel intense feelings, devoted where normally you wouldn't be devoted. Maybe you're not a relationship type of person, or maybe you haven't been in a relationship in a long time. And maybe you didn't think, what's the point of being devoted or being loyal? But you will be in love. You will be in love. Somebody here is finding love, and they're going to love you for all parts of you. All parts of you. The parts that you don't even like about yourself. So really think about that. The parts that you don't like about yourself, you're like, oh no, I don't like that. No, I don't like that. Like, but they love it. They're going to love it. And they will switch on your inner light and your inner child. And I see kids involved. Maybe you didn't want to get married. Maybe you didn't want to have children. I see you not only feeling youthful, not only feeling free, but there is a pregnancy here. Maybe this person you're already with, maybe you guys are reconciling, or this is somebody from your past where you guys are giving it a second go, or you've been on off or wishy-washy. Maybe this is a relationship that has just survived a lot of years and you're making these changes to have a better life. You know, when we don't feel good and we don't feel well, we're not loving ourselves. We're not properly taking care of ourselves or nourishing ourselves. A lot of other things will suffer, including our relationships. This is something that you've been tapping into, like, I've got to take better care of myself because it is affecting my relationships. I have to take better care of myself. So that is the journey that you guys have been on, but maybe even that journey was stressing you out. You're like, oh my gosh, I can't figure it out. I don't know what to do. And so you were throwing everything at the wall to make it stick. And now you're realizing, okay, some of those things served a purpose, but I don't need them anymore. And again, just extra confirmation. When you meet this person, if you haven't met them already, you will feel like you knew them in a past life. You're just going to feel really safe around them, really comfortable. And I'm glad that whatever funk you were in 2 days ago, you're coming up out of that because your thoughts are manifesting faster than ever. So for you to have these really good thoughts, you're going to be getting confirmations of like, yes, that's something that you should do. Yes, that's something that you should look into. And it's going to help you have this fighting spirit. You deserve to feel beautiful. Inside and out. You deserve to enhance your life. You deserve to have the very, very best because once upon a time, this is how you felt. You felt like, oh, nobody's even going to know if I'm like around. Nobody's even going to know if like I don't do it. Nobody's going to know. And you're choosing to get back up. Like, no, I might be a little bit uncomfortable at first, but I will get this. So I'm seeing that some of the things that you want to invest in, it will bring you a little bit of discomfort, but a pain that you're willing to suffer through. Okay, so let's say you want to become a real estate agent. You want to get into real estate. You're like, okay, I got to go to class. Woo. I'm not excited for that. But I am excited for the outcome. Like you're willing to go through the whatever little part. Well, it's not little. The first part that ain't that fun to get to your end result. So remember to stay quiet. Doesn't matter if it's school, if it's a move, if it's a new relation, whatever you know, you can't just be out here telling people. But I see many, say it with me, bestie, several people that are going to know they don't have a seat at your table. And I also see you traveling more if you have not gotten to travel in a very long time. If you've been scared to travel or too nervous to travel, I'm seeing that there's this new sense of freedom could be this eclipse. It could be the transit that you're in. Whenever you see this message, it could be the year of the fire horse or whatever year you see this. You'll know, like, I'm free and I'm going to start enjoying it. I have a gift and I'm going to start enjoying it. I am inspired and I am going to move forward. Wow, this is so beautiful. I'm so excited. So excited. Yep, beauty sleep. Endless serendipity is being created while you sleep. So this spiritual surgery that you've been doing on yourself, doing all the shadow work, working through these activations, you're now like, okay, I can be the surgeon. I'm going to be the expert. I can be the surgeon. I can get this done. Working through your emotional baggage of, I'm not doing this for anybody else. I'm doing this for me. Okay? For instance, let's say the nose or the boobs or the mommy makeover or the home or starting the business. You're not doing this to stay in a relationship. You're not doing this because anybody's like gonna leave you, or do you know what I'm trying to say? You're doing this because you want it. Because you want it. It's gonna make you feel good. It's going to make you feel free. It's going to make you feel independent. It's going to make you feel vibrant and sexy. And I don't know how to explain it. It's going to make your life seem more symmetrical. Puns intended. It's going to make you feel more symmetrical, more aligned. 2 days ago, you wanted to give up. There's an airplane, and now you're ready to soar. You're believing in yourself again. I'm so freaking happy for you. Trust your intuition. Because you're getting signs. You don't even have to say. Okay? As I know, you're getting signs. You've been getting them all day. To do what you want to do. To take that risk. To take that leap. Because you're transforming. This is an epic transformation. Trust your intuition to guide you correctly. You've been wanting some of these things for a very long time for yourself. So there is always a way. Let's say you think you can't afford it right now. You're like, oh, that's not really affordable. There will be a way. There will be a way that is crystal clear for you. Spirit is saying you're getting these confirmations for a reason. There will be a way. If you guys want to comment down below what confirmations you have seen today to do the things that you want to do, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, you can comment, there is always a way. There is always a way, and it will be revealed to me. Just like everything else has been being revealed. You don't have to lock up your dreams in a vault anymore. You can start manifesting. Remember, you're supercharged right now. You can start manifesting those things towards you, where you might be getting some of these things for free. Plant the seed that you will. Plant the seed that you will. You might not even have to pay for some of these things. So don't let anyone ever try to tell you that you're not being your most authentic self. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. You don't let people get too close to you anyway. So like, what do they know? What do they know? You're just going to be looking amazing. Okay? Because you are amazing. And they don't understand all the work that you've been putting in behind the scenes to become the person that you are, to fight through the things that you have. And shame on them for thinking that they could judge you. They don't got nothing else to do. They don't got nothing else to do. So plant the seed, because it's happening and you will be supported. You will be supported. Listen to your body. Okay? You are being supported in this. You've had a vision. I've been talking to you guys about this for a week. You've had a vision of how you want every little thing to look. It's time to put it together. It's time to put this plan in action. Yes, it is. Oh, I love you guys so much. So freaking much. God did not play when he made you. you got this scary, accurate intuition for a reason. You have incredible gifts that are being unlocked, and that is why you are shifting daily. Okay? You are divinely connected to source. Divinely. Divinely favored and protected. So start manifesting the ways in which this will come to you, because I'm saying this is the perfect time. The perfect time to create it, to get what's yours, to move forward. Okay? I love you guys. Don't forget to smash the you know what, hit the bell, all the things. All important links are in the description box. Don't forget to hype up this video if you feel called to. And yeah, if you made it all the way to the very end, drop some lucky charms down below. Okay, if you made it all the way to the very, very end. I love you guys so much. I cannot wait to read your guys' confirmations. Ugh, it's the best part of my job. Thank you guys for all of your love, your support, your donations. Thank you for those of you that are on Patreon, those of you that have just subscribed, those of you that drop your affirmations, because we are always claiming what is ours to the universe and to everyone that clicks on this message. So I'm just so grateful, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.